Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how to assemble and use the Xiaomi fan version 3. The version 3 allows you to control the fan via a mobile app, so I'll show you how to do that as well. So I'm just unpacking the box and assembling the unit. The whole process takes about 7.5 minutes. I've sped the video up just so that I don't bore you with the assembly, but this will give you an idea of how to assemble the unit. So there are several parts. There's a instruction manual you can follow, and it's pretty straightforward. You can't go wrong. The only thing that you need to check is to make sure the power cable that was sent with the unit is correct. The one that I received was a European standard and not the Australian standard version of the cable, so it didn't have the prongs that are at an angle. It was straight, so you just need to make sure you have one of those available. You also need a Phillips head screwdriver to install the screw at the bottom of the frame of the fan, and just need to bolt the bottom. So this is how the unit looks like when it's all assembled. There is a green LED light at the bottom of the fan which shows you the status. So there's green, amber and red indicating that it's running out of battery. So with this unit it does have an internal battery. There's buttons at the top and the back. So the one at the back, which I'm pressing at the moment, isolates the unit so you can turn it side to side. The one at the top changes the power speed, and there are 4 speeds. There is also, if you hold on to the top button like right now, if you hold on to it, it turns it off. And in order to turn it back on, you simply just press the button again. And if you don't want the oscillating fan, just press the back button. It's pretty straightforward. I'm now going to show you how to use the app. So let's start the Xiaomi app and add the fan as a device. So let's go to the Xiaomi app. Here we go, just start up. I already have several Xiaomi devices in the app, and you just need to add the device manually. The server that I'm currently on is the China mainland server, and that's where I've added the fan to. It doesn't have a QR, so you have to add it manually, but it does detect it. So I've selected the fan. You have to select the Wi-Fi and enter the password. So just enter the password. That's connecting to the device. Just have to make sure that the Bluetooth is connected and that there's a Wi-Fi range from the wireless router to the fan. I highly recommend that you do use this app. It has a lot of more features available than using the buttons on the fan itself. Select the room, so I'm just putting the living room. Use the standard name. If you've got multiple fans, you can give each one a name. Just I'll skip this option, but I will add family members later on, and perform the upgrade and just accept. As you can see, you can perform the firmware upgrade directly through this app. So there were a few versions behind, so I'm just going to do the upgrade. It will take a while. Just have to make sure you do have an internet connection, and just let it run for a while. I will now speed up the video of the downloading process, as it takes a bit of a while to download the latest version. So I've sped it up to save a bit of time. Now the update will be installing, which is doing it right now. Once it's done, you'll see that happy face icon. So that the upgrade was successful. Now we can go ahead and start using the settings. As you can see here, I'm going to describe each of the different sections. The temperature and the humidity values will be displayed on this page right at the top here. So at the moment it's showing 26 degrees and the humidity is 50%. You can create different automation scenes that allows you to do certain things. For example, when the temperature hits 24 degrees or something higher, then you can turn on the fan automatically. There is the turn off button, so if you press that, the fan will turn off. The next two buttons is the standard and natural. The standard mode on the Xiaomi fan is basically a normal fan mode where you can adjust the fan speed. It will blow the air at a constant speed that you have selected, and there are 4 speeds. Whereas the natural wind mode is also known as the breeze mode. It's designed to simulate a natural breeze by changing the fan speed randomly. With this mode, it can be useful if you want to create a feeling of a cool breeze in your room without the fan blowing at a constant speed. So if you like the natural wind, you can choose that option. I'll stick with the standard one. With the speed level button, there are actually 4 levels. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is the slower speed, whereas 4 is the fastest speed and the strongest speed. You do have the option to use the Stepless speed adjustment, where you can use the slider and select how fast and how powerful the speed is. Scrolling further down, you do have the option to choose the direction and angle of the fan, so you can change it so that it's off, and when it's set to off, you can control the actual direction. You can also set a timer, so that's very convenient when you're using it at night and you want to set it to go off after 4 hours, for example. You can also change the screen brightness. So the front panel, there's actually quite bright at night, so you can, if you want, decrease the brightness or turn it completely off and set it to 0%. The next button is the negative ion mode. So what this does, it's a special feature that generates the negative ions and releases them into the air. So what these negative ions are basically atoms or modules that have an extra electron which gives them a negative charge. So once they're released into the air, that can help to purify the air by neutralizing harmful positive ions, such as those that are found in pollutants and allergens. I have that turned on. Not sure whether it makes a difference, but since that feature is available, I will leave it on. There is the option to disable the sound, so you don't hear any beeps every time you change a setting on the Xiaomi fan via the mobile app, or pressing the buttons at the top, or using the remote control. There's the abnormal operation alert. That's self-explanatory. If you received any abnormal alerts, you'll get notified. The last option is the child lock. If you have that turned on, any of the buttons that are on the actual Xiaomi fan, if you press those, they won't work. The only buttons that will work is the ones that are used via the mobile app or via the remote control. So that prevents any child from accidentally pressing those buttons, playing with those buttons and making changes to it. So that's it. I'm going to show you the remote control. The way you pair the remote control is very easy. What you need to do is press the 2 buttons on the remote control. So there's only 2 buttons. Press those 2 on the fan. You see all the 4 speed lights flashing. Then all you need to do is you have to press any of the buttons that are on the physical Xiaomi fan. You hear a beep, and you got to make sure you do that within 30 seconds of hitting the 2 buttons on the remote control. And that's it. You can then change the speed of the fan using the remote control, and change whether you want the oscillation or the natural fan or not. And there you go, guys. I hope this video helped. If it did, give it a like and subscribe to the channel.